Welcome back to Half A Hot Rods. This time around we're going to lower the front end of this C10, or R10 as it may be, thanks GM, and we're going to do it for free. We're going to drop the front end of this truck so it looks a lot better, and we're going to do it for no dollars. Come on along. So the plan was we were going to get out here this morning first thing, which for me is 7, for Wyatt probably would have been 10.
Nuh-uh.
But
I was up at 8.
what had happened was my Buick, my daily driver, decided to not start, so I had to figure that out, and it took me all day, and it should have took me 5 minutes. So there's another video that should already be up on that. I don't know if I'm going to make it short enough to be a short, or if it's going to be a little longer than that. But anyway, we're going to get this thing dropped. Wyatt bought a shackle and hanger kit for the back, and we're going to cut the front springs. I've done that on 2 other trucks with good success, Mavericks dually, and then another crew cab dually that I did before I started doing videos. So we're going to get started. Instead of between 7 and 10 in the morning, it is now 6:20 in the evening, and the goal is still to knock it out tonight.
Because I got work tomorrow.
Because he has to work tomorrow, and he wants to drop it off at the alignment shop on the way, so that it's all good to go for Saturday morning, which is 2 days away, to go to Cars and Coffee.
34.5, 34.5, 35.5, 35.
Okay, so put them all at 35, and then we'll measure fender height, both sides, front and back, and I'll write them on the whiteboard. That way we know what our starting point is.
Can you get an air chuck? Don't you have a fancy one?
What am I, the assistant? No, I chucked it, but I chucked the chuck. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I threw it in the trash because it only worked for about 2 weeks. Don't buy the cheap Harbor Freight air chuck. Did you just suck on it to put it to 0?
No, I tried to blow into it to see how much pressure I could put out. Okay, that one's at 35.
Right.
Except to figure it out, you gotta have to push that little deal on the inside.
I think you're just not blowing hard enough. Try it again.
I made me like it.
Okay, so we're at 35 on all corners.
I've had so many people tell me that lowering it is a terrible idea.
Yeah? And what is their reasoning? Because they don't like it?
Yeah. You should lift it, it's a truck. It's 2-wheel drive. Okay, so from ground all the way up to fender, correct?
Yeah, to the bottom of the fender lip.
The bottom of the fender lip, like dead center.
Yeah, center of the wheel, that way you know you get the same spot.
Yep. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Back left is 32 inch on the dot. 31 3/4 front left. 32 and a half.
Wow.
So this is sitting taller than the back left. So this one should be 32 in theory.
I love your optimism.
33 1/4. Yikes.
Makes me wonder how big the previous owner was. He sagged out the whole left side.
Yeah. The new owner isn't helping her.
Hey! So do we want to try and compensate 3/4 of an inch side to side in the front? Or do you want to start playing that game?
What do you think?
I don't know. I watched Roadkill fight with one for, I think it took him like 4 or 5 tries.
Because didn't we decide we're going to do like one spring at first to start?
Yeah, I think 1 coil is the way to go. We can, if I remember right, we can just take the bottom shock off. Bottom of the front shock.
Yeah.
Then take the ball joint nut off and then thread it back on almost at the top. Put the jack under it, and then we'll beat on the back of the control arm until it lets go of the ball joint.
Down the lower ball joint and all that?
Yeah. And that way everything else will be hanging off the top.
So I don't have to even take apart caliper?
I don't think so.
Hope not.
I think we can get away without.
Do I even have to take apart my steering linkage?
Nah, I hope not. No, because if the bottom lets go, we should be good.
So I need to take apart. I need to get that bottom mount of that shock off.
Yep. There'll be two different sizes. You'll need a wrench on one side and a socket on the other.
I'm about to end up tipping this dang chair forward and sending my head right into the fender.
You don't hurt the fender.
So where should I put the shock to get it out of the way? I already have it out of the, it's towards the front, like out, towards out.
It won't matter then. Do you know what size that is yet?
Not yet. I'm working on the cotter pin right now.
Does not want to move. Oh, that's good for the pliers.
What?
I just broke a pair of needle nose pliers because that's not how they're intended to be used. Let's try the other side. Maybe I can break them too and then they'll be even.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
That sounds like the dinner bell.
Can I help you?
Oh my God, just come out of there. Not expecting this much of a fight from a cotter pin. Alright, come over here and just tap on the end of this with a hammer.
Stop! Hammer time!
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, that pinche chingadera won't come out of there. There it goes.
Yay!
Alright. Now that I'm good and sweaty at 7 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night on March 2nd, we're gonna go eat some supper. Alright, we're back from dinner. Our bellies are full. And Wyatt's got this side broke loose. I got the other side broke loose.
So we want to bring this...
Bring it till you still got thread engagement like from the bottom of the castle openings down. Where's my splitting maul?
Your what?
My splitting maul.
Bet on my truck.
If you need an accent sledgehammer.
Or if you already have a sledgehammer, you just get a bench grinder. Or like 14...
Yeah, you're going to do that with a bench grinder?
Yeah!
No, you're not.
Be a man.
Here, I'm going to move this wheel so you got room to swing.
Swing?
Yeah. The control arm?
You gotta swing
All right.
down?
No, just kind of hit it from the sides. Actually, we're going to go past center to the right so you can hit the back of it easier. Then you kind of want to hit the meat of the control arm.
By meat of the control arm, you mean...
above that lip, preferably. Or forward of it. No, you want to be as close as you can to the ball joint without whacking the crap out of the shield on the back of the rotor.
I feel like that's the first thing to get hit. If I go right here, like that,
No, you're going to need to hit it.
there's no good way to smack it without hitting the caliper.
So you can go a little further in. Let me give you a couple of whacks and just show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to go farther back than you want. For me, it's easier to be on the floor until we see that gap right there drop. So. We could try and use a pickle fork, but if we do that, there's a good chance we'll destroy the boot on the ball joint, and we don't really want to do that. Sometimes I've seen people go and hit the bottom of the spindle. And essentially what we're doing is letting the spring provide down pressure, and we're just trying to give it a little vibration to let it loose.
Just a slight bit of motivation.
but the jack is there to catch it so it doesn't just come loose and the spring shoots out and kills me.
Definitely saw it move.
It moved. Now we can bring the jack up a little so it contacts the control arm, and then we can take that nut off there. And then you could put a chain around that and through the middle. I never have.
To lower it?
Yeah, well, a chain through the spring and then tie it to the middle so that it can't jump out of there. I've seen people do that. I don't think by the time we let the jack down all the way that it's usually got 90% of the tension gone. Push that jack up a little more, because that should have come out of there. Okay, I just want to make sure it's got all the tension. Hopefully the ball joint's not just spinning. Take that off and look at your nut and make sure it's actually coming off.
Looks like it's in the same place.
Awesome. Can you get an extension on it and put the impact on it? Maybe it'll be fast enough that it'll zip it out.
Does that mean I need to replace that lower ball joint now?
Maybe.
Yay.
Would I? Probably not.
We might be coming off now. Oh, we're good. Alright!
Now we're going to let
Launch
it down
that
real
sucker.
slow.
Oh.
I wouldn't sit in front of it though. Okay, didn't let go. Try it. Gently. Bring it back up a little. I seated it a little bit. Let go of it. Never had one hold on this much. Try it again. Oh. Push it back up. Keep going. It was trying to tear it right off. I didn't see it. I'm shocked that was strong enough to hold on to that, honestly. Let's try coming down a little bit. Whoa! Easy. I think it's loose now. Try to come down a little more. Yep.
Slow and steady. Wins the race.
I don't know why I'm putting this in front of that. It'll just drive it into my chest if it wants out.
That's not funny.
No, it wouldn't be particularly.
I've been impaled.
Easy, easy. Are you
Coming down on our own free will now.
okay? Are we all the way down? I
Not
don't think we are.
Patience. Patience is virtue. Like Master Nagasaki says.
All right. Are we all the way down now?
Nope.
How about now?
Not quite.
How about now? How about now? How about now? Put the camera between me and the spring. That way, if it comes out, come after me, at least it'll be good video because it'll come right at the camera. I think we're down. Pull your jack out if you can. We'll get a little more turn out of that control arm. Oh yeah, she's loose.
You want me to try and push down on that lower control arm with the foot?
I want it to come this way out, ideally. Ouch! You're running over me. She is a coil spring. So when you look at this, see how the top's got a tight coil?
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom is the same.
Right.
So if we cut the bottom, then it sits in there the same on the bottom, and it sits in this top the same. Makes sense?
Mm-hmm. So we cut the bottom.
Yep. So, you want to take this outside and cut it, and I will work on cleaning that up.
So do I literally just cut right here?
Yep, I would try to cut the same angle as what that's got on it, which looks like it's straight, and just zip.
Do you think it'd be alright if I do it on just the tailgate?
Yeah, just throw your sparks away from the Pontiac.
Right, I'll throw them at my bare legs.
Yeah, that's better. Good enough for who it's for.
Dang right!
Alright.
Jenks, you owe me a Coke.
So if you look in there on the inside of the control arm, closest to the middle of the truck, there's a little indentation. That's where that bottom of that spring should ride. Stick your finger in it so the folks can see it. Right here. Not that finger!
You said the finger!
You animal! Show them with a non-offensive finger.
Wait, that might be fit. There we go.
There, all the way in the dip. There it is. Okay. Good Lord. It's so hard to find good help. All right.
I know, right?
Put the spring in there. Be quiet while you're doing it. You might have to put the top in first. You guide the top in while you lift up the control arm, and I'll hit the jacket.
Can you reach the jack under it there?
Yep. Okay.
Just go easy, because I don't know where the pinch points are.
You're anywhere the two pieces come together. You have to pull out on that rotor, too. There you go. You got it where you want it? That's not in the pocket at the top.
How far back does it have to go to be in the pocket?
It's got to be in the middle of that. Hold on.
Ooh! Ow.
You might have to put the top in first.
So how do I get that lower ball joint in?
Well, that's where you're pulling it to, is to get that ball joint in.
Okay.
Is that where it goes?
Yeah.
You might have to kind of push that ball joint around and get it to slide through.
Oh, hold on.
You do that with a pry bar so you can get your fingers in there. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, don't get your fingers in there. Let's try turning the wheels a little bit, and then we'll see if it just kind of slides on its own. Yeah.
Ta-da! So if we cut one full spring off this one, you want to do 1 1/4 off the next?
Maybe if we're trying to drop an extra 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go more than that. 2 3/4.
That's as tight as I can get it.
Okay, let me see. Is it spinning on you?
It didn't. No, it didn't feel like it. Quick! Or no?
I think you want that just tight AF. Hopefully we got more cotter pins.
You said you did.
What I
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do.
Run up to the house and grab that spool of baling wire.
Yeah. Some cotter pins. Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
This box isn't almost empty or anything.
Good thing we only need 2.
Yeah. Look at that money.
There's money, dude. Put that on a cracker, dude.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig the crap out of there. This be ready, because this bolt is going to be a pain in the butt. Like, you're going to have to work the bottom of the shock with a pry bar while you're trying to feed the bolt through, but you got to start the nut before you get the bolt all the way through, or you won't get it in there. Yeah. So you got to slide the nut down in the dip. Slide the nut down in this dip right here, and then feed the bolt through the shock, and just hope the nut stays there while you're trying to fight with it.
Okay.
So
The
this
last one we cut here, so we probably cut it.
quarter of the way around, you think? You want to mark it?
Can you grab me a marker?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I'm
Why?
hurting!
Go get it yourself. You gimps, wear me out.
Hey, that's pimp.
What do you think? Right there?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3/4. You want to hold it for
Go
me?
get a smaller. No.
Please?
Not even a little bit do I want to hold that for you.
Oh.
The battery died, and here comes the rain. Whoop! That one might not have been in the pocket all the way.
Yeah!
They're a little wonky, sometimes that'll make them settle in.
Dude!
Is it better? Oh yeah, she got a wrench now.
Heck yeah, man! Race car! Wyatt!
You get the tape measure out?
I think we should.
Okay, left front was 31 3/4, and we took one coil. Oh, we only lost 3/4 of an inch? Half an inch?
Just under 31 1/4.
So we only dropped a half inch by taking one coil?
That's close.
31 3/4. Well, that's the thing about cutting them. You got to try it.
It's a lot lower though.
Yeah.
Like it looks a lot lower than it was. Right front was 32 1/2. Oh, we dropped her down just below 31.
So we're closer than we were.
Yeah.
You want to cut more off?
See, now is the hard part. Now I want to drop the rear end and see where that puts it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it tonight because it's probably what, 9, 10 right now?
I don't have any idea.
9.
Yeah, it didn't drop as much as I thought it was gonna with a full coil. But the problem is, you cut too much, you can't put it back. So it's better to do it 2 or 3 times and get what you want.
I don't know, before we cut more or get in line, I want to put the rear on, because what I'm worried about is I call it good, go, get in line, get back, put the rear on, squat.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
So, I mean, if you want, we can jack it up, pull it apart again.
I'd rather wait till we get the rear on,
Okay.
because there's a chance, it's not super likely, but knowing my luck, we cut more out of the front, put the back on, and then it's still sitting with a rake.
Yeah.
So the way my luck goes, the way I'm thinking, put the back on, maybe squatting a little bit, and then we can cut more out.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this round. We dropped the front end of this truck for nothing. A couple hours of our time, 2-3 hours together between the two of us. And he did have to pay for an alignment, so that was not free. About 80 bucks where we're at. But it looks good. And next time you see this truck, we will be doing rear suspension, which we didn't do for free. You could do it pretty cheap, but he found a very inexpensive kit that's a good option too. So we'll talk about the options next time you see this truck on the channel. Until next time, check us out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and I appreciate you watching. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it. See you next time.